so he had little choice. The family had only one TV, and that's what his siblings wanted to watch, so he watched it too. But soon, he was hooked. Every show is different, said Slonson, now 52, explaining the attraction. They play different games each show, and there's lots of different prizes, cars, trips, RVs, and Bob Barker was a really good host. Slonson's childhood neighbor, Dee Galvinton, remembers his obsession very well. Teddy and his brother Dan would use Fisher-Price playset figures to put on a whole show with contestants, prizes, the whole shebang. She said they were real The Price is Right nerds. At some point, Slonson noticed that the show cycled through the same product prices again and again, and that the prices rarely changed. The Emperor Grandfather clock was always $1,000. The Golden West billiard table was always $2,800. And the Amana side-by-side refrigerator or freezer was always $789. So he started to track prices, first on paper and later on his first computer. Eventually, his spreadsheet reached almost 2,000 individual items, and Slauson memorized them all. Can you imagine? In 1984, soon after he turned 18, Slauson and Galvin got in a car and headed for Southern California and Studio 33 in CBS Television City, where The Price is Right was filmed. They spent the entire drive reviewing prices. Sitting in the audience, they watched as the show's first prize, an above-ground swimming pool, was revealed. The price, Slonson shouted, was $1,499, and he was spot on. Despite his enthusiasm, Slonson wasn't chosen to come down to Contestants Row to play one bid, which was the show's first pricing game. He returned the next year, but again he wasn't chosen. So he went the next year after that, and the next, and the next after that. Sometimes he went with friends, and sometimes he went by himself. Eventually, he became so well known that the producers learned his name and greeted him like an old friend. Even when he was not chosen, he enjoyed using his talent for memorizing prizes to help others win. Many contestants, realizing that this guy knew his stuff, would turn to him for help. If the studio got too loud for them to hear him, he would signal with his fingers 1, 2, 9, and 9. For example, to tell someone to bid $1,299. 70 and continued on the showcase. So I'm off to the side watching, and it dawns on me that my time on The Price is Right is over. But The Price is Right was not done with him. Cut to September 22, 2008, not long after host Bob Barker has retired and been replaced by Cut to September 22, 2008, not long after host Bob Barker had retired and been replaced by comedian Drew Carey. Slauson had returned to the renamed Bob Barker studio and was sitting next to Terry and Linda Nice. Terry, who was 60 years old at the time and a former Las Vegas weatherman and casino surveillance expert, was chosen to play and eventually made it to the showcase, the show's final pricing game. The showcase that Nice had to price included a karaoke machine, a pool table, and a 17-foot camper, and this is where Slauson's and Nice's recollections diverge. Doing the math in his head, Slauson came up with a total of $23,743, which he told to Linda Nice. Then he did the calculations a second time to just to be sure. It added up again to $23,743. Terry Nice, on the other hand, said that he got the first two digits from his wife and that the last three, 743, were not a guess. It is a number that we used all of the time because Linda and I were married on the 7th of April. So that's the 7 and the 4, he said from his home in Henderson, Nevada. And she was born in March, so that's the 3. Nice said that they used the number when they played the lottery on their luggage logs and on their ATM pin, adding 0 at the end to make 4 digits. When people questioned me and I told them where the numbers came from, we had to spend the next 10 days changing all our passwords, he said. After Nice's curiously exact bid, the show cut to commercial, during which Slauson recalls confusion reigned. There's a long history of TV game show scandals, and in an interview on Kevin Pollak's chat show, Carey conceded that he was worried. Is this possible? He said. He asked himself, how could this even happen? I think I'm, expletive, bad word. I think I'm out of a job. I think they're shutting down the show. Online speculation ran rampant. One theory was that a disgruntled crew member or crew members, angry that the show's beloved longtime producer Roger Dobkowitz had been fired shortly after Barker retired, had somehow fed the right price to Nice, either to embarrass the show or to take the whole thing down. Slauson regrets the notion that he was involved in such skullduggery. I have never heard that word before, skullduggery. I think I've proven that I know my prices and that it's not unusual for me to help people to win. Nice too claims that he did not cheat, but he also insists that he did not get the price from Slauson. Both say they were the object watching